Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to do an overview of the strategy module inside of the cash flow optimizer. So, the strategy module is designed for either founders and startups or those business owners that want to exit their business at some point in the future. If you're thinking about exiting in the next 1 to 3 years, this is a great tool to work through to ensure that you have the systems and processes in place so that your business is running optimally so you can get top dollar when you go to sell. If you're a business owner and you can't take a week off vacation, this is definitely a place you want to focus your efforts in terms of business development for establishing and improving the systems and processes in your business. So, in this strategy module, we have the profit optimizer, the business development section, and the toolbox. So, starting with the profit optimizer, this is assuming you already have an established business with some type of track record. Let's say you've been in business at least 1 to 2 years. This overview dashboard is based on the information that you fill out on these two pages here, the prioritize and the scenario page, along with the profit tasks. So, the best way to approach this is to start on the prioritize page. Your business priority analysis is based on how you fill out this questionnaire. So I filled this out just to have some information in here. And so what you do is you simply fill out all this questionnaire. You can always come back to it and edit it, but it's broken out by sections. You have more leads, you have more conversions, more transactions. And what this is telling us is where you need to focus the majority of your efforts inside of your business based on where your business is today. So once you fill out the survey, hit the submit button, it's going to prioritize where you should focus most of your efforts. So based on the answers given in this example, this business owner would say, okay, I need to focus my efforts on generating more profits from my sales and operations activities. And at a high level, these are the areas to focus on. And then we can come over to the profit tasks to focus on areas to actually make those things happen, increasing profits or more leads or more conversions, which is a sales process, right? So this tells you again at a high level where to focus. This scenario calculator is based on these questions. So you can either enter your data manually or you can actually sync it to your QuickBooks data that is sunk to your financials module and throughout the platform. So again, some example information. Let's say in the last 12 months, you had 1.9 million, in revenue. Gross margin, let's say it was we'll call it 65%. Let's make it lower, probably 55%. Net margins last year, say 12%. Um, you know, say you had 500 leads, so on and so forth. And you can make this happen. So what you do is let me fill this out. 100, let's say 100 customers. So what you do is you fill out this information and then say, okay, in the next 12 months, what are we going to target in terms of improving the business? Let's say we can improve the number of leads and customers or clients that come from alliances and joint ventures, right? Our strategic business relationships. If we can increase that by 10%, what's that going to do to our revenue and our bottom line? Let's say we're going to increase our digital marketing by 10%. Let's say we're going to improve our sales process and get 5% more from upselling and cross selling when we're taking a prospect through the sales process, so on and so forth. Click the update financial data button. And now we have where we are currently. And then this is the projected impact of making all of these changes. So in a perfect world, if we could do all of this, then this is what we could expect to see 12 months from now. Revenue growing by over 1.4 million, gross margin up over 20 basis points, like actual percentage points. Your net margin increasing from 12% to 16.6%, so on and so forth. So just nice to see, okay, what do we need to do? If we do it, what can we expect the impact to make? So that's a great starting place to just know where to focus and what to expect and to encourage yourself to. And then the profit tasks, this is over 180 checklist items by category. And based on the data you filled out here, the projected or estimated impact of completing a given task. So let's say in order to get more leads, let's say we're going to focus on digital marketing campaign optimization. You could always make it better, but let's say we've done everything we could possibly imagine. right? Mark that off, right? So this just keeps it simple and easy to track what efforts to make over time in by area of your business in terms of operations and sales and marketing. And even some risk reduction as well, which doesn't always impact the bottom line directly, but it could save you money in a worst case scenario. Moving on to the business development section. If you're a startup or say you're a younger company, if you've never done this, definitely want to fill out the 10 P's of business. Like, what's the purpose of the business, the mission, the crusade? What are the core values, the principles of your company? What kind of culture do you want to set for your organization? Who are the key people, the leadership within your business, right? Who are those professionals, those trusted advisors? Do you have who's your CPA, your legal counsel, your fractional CFO when you're smaller? What kind of plans do you need to have in place, policies, so on and so forth for your business. Also, what KPIs and metrics are most important to your business right now, right? Start with 5 and build from there. Eventually, you should be running your business based on data, and you should have tens, if not hundreds of KPIs across the whole organization that you are looking at on a regular basis to manage the business off of, because what gets measured gets managed. If it doesn't get measured, you can't expect to manage things effectively. This milestone is a roadmap of kind of based on where you are. Let's say you have 7 people in your organization, right? If you have 7 people, there's a good chance you're probably around phase 4 in your business. So as the owner, your role predominantly is a manager, and you start to develop department heads. And by area of your business, these are common bottlenecks and the solution to advance beyond that bottleneck. So this is a great tool to kind of problem solve. Okay, I feel the stress, I feel the challenges, but I don't know exactly how to describe them or put my finger on it, right? By area of my business. By looking at this tool can give you clarity around, oh, that's the problem, right? I have 7 people and my sales process, oh, that's me. My sales team lacks structure and consistent processes, let's say. So in order to solve that, we need to create sales methodology and implement into our CRM across the whole sales team, as an example. So great tool there. And your templates library, this is actually the library where it lives for throughout the whole web app. So if you go into the workspace module, you're building out a project and you have recurring tasks or anything like that, that those items can be pulled from your template library and you can create new templates. So this is just kind of where it lives, but it is utilized throughout other places throughout the web app and platform in the cash flow optimizer. Your work plan, if you're a brand new company, a startup, definitely want to go through all these. These 4 phases can save you a lot of time and headache just going through them. And it gives you an estimated amount of time of how long it should take you to complete the task. It's kind of a one and done type of process here. Just go through it, knock it out. If you haven't done something through this in the past, just do it. Knock it out. It creates a stronger foundation in your business from an administrative standpoint. And lastly are these AI automations. So these are ideas of ways that you might implement AI into your business. So like, for example, your AI personal assistant setup. This one right now, I think because of technology, it's not there yet. In fact, we're actually building towards this here at the Cash Optimizer. Our CFO agent here right now is pretty basic, but we are building out our AI brain. And once that's fully functional, I think I give it 12 months before an AI personal assistant is actually something that's fully usable inside of a business. I don't care what company you're using. Right now, they're kind of very limited. But let's say you do set up a RAG system, a knowledge-based retrieval augmented generation. Basically, it's a basic AI brain, if you will. Create your tone of voice if you're making content, so you can have the AI create content that sounds like you, so on and so forth. So good ideas for AI implementing into your business. And lastly, risk mitigation. If you have a full-time CFO, they should be helping you build towards these things. Your COO, and definitely if you have legal counsel on staff, this is not legal advice. These are simply ideas of things that make sense to put in your business. If you ever want to sell your business or you just want to reduce risk, these are things that you definitely want to put in place in order to, one, get top dollar if you're selling, and 2, to limit your risk, and 2 and 3, to have unified structure and your vision for your business so that everyone's on the same page. Your leadership and your staff as you build and grow. So the business development section, again, for building, establishing, and growing your business, a lot of great ideas, makes it very simple and easy to navigate and work through those things. Lastly is your toolbox. So you'll find these internal surveys. So for example, this is a management self-assessment. So this you would have your management team, each person on your management team fill this out, see how you score as a team. Leadership self-assessment, same thing, more so for yourself as the owner. If you have executive team, have them fill that out. And then you get into these matrices matrix. So for example, your operational evaluation matrix. These four are all styled the same way. But what you do is you have every person on your team that's relevant to this fill this out, right? Inside their cash flow optimizer profile, they can navigate to this, fill it out, have them print it out, and then you can, analyze this information, share it at a meeting. But I think you might be surprised, how each person feels about how the organization is running or what their experience is. Their experience may be very different than yours in terms of perception and just reality with how your business is being run from an operational standpoint. So this is a great tool. Same thing for sales and marketing. Anyone that's relevant to sales and marketing, have them fill this out and then share the results to figure out, okay, where are we misaligned? Expectations within the organization, where are we misaligned in direction, and just reality. I think sometimes business owners can be a little bit overly optimistic about their business, and the reality, the hard reality, the truth sometimes is different, and we need that reality check in order to make the changes necessary to improve the business. These plan generators, these are for our CFO clients, where each of these has plus or minus about 100 questions to them. If you're a CFO client and you need a business plan, you want to make a marketing plan, an employee handbook. These are tools that we have that our clients can use, fill out the survey, and then we can run it through AI to establish a foundation, and then have the appropriate professional help actually create the finished product. If it's a business plan, we can help you with that. If it's an employee handbook, your HR manager or an outsourced fractional HR consultant, or what have you, can help you finalize those things, or an attorney or whoever. And if you're interested in these, for sure to book a call with us. We'd love to talk to you about our CFO services, our strategic fractional CFO services. And then these are just some guides, some PDF guides that are really useful if you want some quick, easy reading about an area of business, just to learn a little bit more. Check these PDF guides out. And this academy is coming soon. So that's it for this video. That is the strategy module of the cash flow optimizer. Hope this is helpful in directing you in ideas and ways that you can continue to grow and scale your business. We wish you the best, and until the next video, see y'all then.